Hello, everyone. Tom Pounder here. Hey, today we're going to talk about the ministry takeaway that you can get from Apple's TV event that they just had. So, in case you didn't see, Apple just released a ton of new services. One of them was the new credit card that they have, which was pretty cool. The other one was about Apple Gaming, which was definitely very cool as well. But then they started talking about Apple News and Apple TV. They're going to revamp the TV app, which is great. But then they're going to start doing their own service called Apple TV Plus, and it's just like Netflix. It's just like Hulu. They're just creating their own content and then sharing it out, and you're going to have to pay a nominal fee. It's probably like $9.99 or something like that. And while you might look at this event and think, "Oh, there's nothing new to this, or there's nothing interesting here," how do you apply this TV thing to ministry? Well, here's the application where I think we can really learn a lot. Apple wanted to do content. Apple wanted to do Apple TV Plus to share original content to make money. But their thing is it's all about storytelling. They want to share stories that are impactful, that are encouraging, that inspire, that are inclusive. They use all the words, but the big thing is that they wanted to share content. They wanted to tell stories about people. And as I was listening to the presentation, I was like, okay, these are kind of high, compelling stories. And it made me think, well, us in ministry, we have stories to tell as well. And I think it's really important for us to be telling those stories. Obviously, the obvious story is to tell the story about Jesus, to tell the story about God, the greatest story ever told. Again, if you've been in ministry for any period of time or you've been in church communications, you'll know that our story is the greatest story ever told. I mean, that's not new. But you can tell that story. But then I would encourage you to think about real life stories of life change where people are sharing their stories to the people that you're doing ministry to. So, for example, if you're a student minister and you have a student ministry student who his life was changed or her life was changed, get that person on film, get that person writing a blog post, get that person taking a picture, and then you writing a blog post. Get them up front where you can maybe even interview them and have them share their story. Life-changing stories are impactful stories. And so I want to encourage you, get those kind of stories out in front of people. Because again, Apple's doing it, Hulu's doing it. They're doing all these documentaries. Documentaries are powerful. What would it look like for you to do a documentary in your ministry? Now, again, maybe you don't have the time to do that. I mean, not many of us do have the time to do that kind of stuff. But you can take components of that storytelling and share it out on social media. And share it, make it a video and use it as a testimony. Actually, and maybe even not even do it digitally, but get that person up front on stage and share that testimony. Again, we have powerful stories that happen all the time in our ministries. We have to share those stories because if we just keep it hidden, people aren't going to see it. And the reason why all these companies are getting into the original content is because they want to share their stories. You know, some of them are made up, but some of them are true. So what stories can you be telling in your ministry that can lead to life change and can lead to impact? That is the ministry application I feel like we can get from that Apple TV thing. All right, so those are my thoughts. I would love to hear your thoughts. So definitely hit it in the comment section below. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. So, all right, heroes, well, I hope you guys have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you soon.